All right, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Let me make sure I'm not messing up anything right there. Okay, did not. Alrighty, pretty crazy day if you ask me. We saw Bitcoin actually take a little bit of a dive down. Also on the day, the market took a dive down. Another reason why I'm not liking Bitcoin as much, as much because I'm not too optimistic about the stock market. That's been my belief for the past let's say 5 6 months now when I sold the majority of my stock positions. But I want to see if the crypto market can start going back to being green, even if the traditional stock and stock markets end up being a little bit more red here over the next few months. Excuse me. But hey, Alan Time. Hey, Monica. Hey, Discount. Hey, David. Hey, Dogecoin. And hey, Max Power again. What else right here? And hey, Tony again. That's right here. Red April, David. I think a lot of people are feeling that way right now. Let's see. Again, as bearish as I was yesterday, and I have been over the past few weeks here, I still accept that whales can come in here and say, Michael, I don't care what you guys think or what you technicals say. I have enough money to just pump up this stock or this coin out of nowhere, right? But yeah, overall, yeah, still bearish here. Unfortunately, I might be one of the few YouTubers that's kind of bearish about Bitcoin right now, but hopefully I'm wrong. That way we can all make some money with some of our longer term positions. And oh, I messed up my video camera thing today on accident when I was lifting up my desk because it has a motor in it to go up and down. So I'm getting a new mic a new camera that should be here tomorrow. But for now, today, just no video capture devices. So I think that's what Streamlabs calls it. But let me see right here. But yeah, so far good day. Loki went to get a de-shedding. Freaking cost an arm and a leg, but he looks good. He smells good. What else right here? And hey, Alan, time you're in Kent. Finally got some sun today. That's awesome. It actually did feel like a nice little warm sun today, especially since yesterday over here in Graham it was snowing, and I was kind of not having. I was not happy with that at all. Let's see. And hey, Discount Killer, how are we feeling about the Microsoft death cross? We'll talk about that in a few minutes here. Let me talk about Bitcoin first. Because a lot of what you're seeing in the markets here is we've been kind of so choppy for so long, it's allowed those weekly moving averages to actually catch up and start having those crosses. And we'll look at a handful of those stocks here, probably all the ones on my list, just for a few seconds here to see what's going on. Especially with the big news coming on about Tesla and Elon, putting a bid up there. But then you hear the Saudis don't want the deal to go through, and I don't know what to do about the Saudis here. But and then of course I think there's another bidding offer going to be placed tomorrow or over the next few days here, so it should be interesting. I would like to see it go to a shareholder vote. I know Elon talked about this a little bit ago, but as far as Twitter is concerned, I would really like to see it go to a shareholders vote personally. I think it'd be much better of a scenario there because I think the board would get annihilated in a vote like that. So it's probably not in the board's best interest, but I think in Twitter's best interest, it is. Okay. But hey, Brian, what do I think about compounds? I think it's fine for the long term. Short term, I see it as being bearish just because I'm bearish on Bitcoin. But okay, guys, let's talk about what happened over the last couple, or what happened since yesterday. From the weekly standpoint, nothing has changed. I'm not really going to spend too much time here. We still we retested support here. We're back down below the Fibonacci level, but besides that, really nothing has changed here. Next week is going to be that big week where we either are by next Sunday, let me say this, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, we should have a rocket launch on Bitcoin that takes us all the way back up to like 45,000 or so. Or we're going to have a larger dump that takes us back down to like $37,500, $37,000. Okay, so pretty soon we're looking for even more volatility here. We're kind of at this level of support and this level of resistance, which is that 20-week moving average right there. This is going to be a pain for us. And every single time we break out above it and break back down, which is very, very rare, we tend to not have good times happen afterwards, right? Let me see if I can actually find a time where we actually didn't. Yeah, broke out above it, got rejected, came back down. It was resistance for a bit longer, for quite a bit of time here. Remember, this is weeks, so 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, or so forth. How many weeks is that? It took us 230 days to get back above this line. Now this is back in 2018. Times are different here, but even last time we had it happen over here beforehand, it still took another 140 days for us to break back up above that 20-week moving average here. But as far as I can understand, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers out there, technical analysis, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever. most YouTubers aren't really talking about this death cross on the weekly chart here, so I might be just overstating how much I'm thinking of this being a bearish indicator here on the death cross. Because as far as what I've seen on other YouTube channels, nobody's putting much stock in this death cross at all. They're all talking about specifically the 20-week moving average, and they're using it in terms of the bear bull market band, if you will. Like if I were to put this up here, I don't have it up here. Indicators. Uh, Support band right here, yeah. And you can see how it makes a little band like this, right? That's what they're pretty much using right now. And I don't talk about that too much here. I mean, it's there, but I just prefer to say, hey, look at the 20-week moving average. I don't need all the extra stuff there. We can just see the 20-week moving average, okay? But that's everything going on the weekly chart here. We're getting ready for some more volatility here. It'll be interesting to see how all this pans out. I'm hoping we can at least hold this trend line here over the next couple weeks, but it remains to be seen here. I think we should have a bounce off of this first if we were to somehow have a nasty move down, though. But okay, back over here to the daily chart. Right now, of course, having some issues here. Today is going to be a struggle. Let's just start off with that. We may have a larger move down that takes us back down to our previous support levels over here to about like a drop of like 5% for Bitcoin to about 37,800-ish levels. If we do have a bad day today, that's what's going to happen there. As well, we do have a death cross coming up here pretty soon as far as Bitcoin's concerned, sometime around April 20th or so. So just be aware of that. That's another bearish indicator coming forward to us. But again, that's not going to be bearish until a few more days away. All right, well, let me see. Anything else here as far as this chart's concerned? No. We tried to get it back up to the 50-day moving average. Really wasn't able to see any success there. I wonder if we actually ran into any Fibonacci levels. So let me check that very fast here. Low right there. Found some right there. Nope, not much there. Okay, that's good to see. All right. And, oh wait, I deleted the wrong one. There we go. Not much there. As far as what we're looking for today, guys, we just want to break back up above this Fibonacci level here. That's really the main goal here. It's been a pain for us over here, popped above it strong, dropped down below it strong. So every time we've been crossing this Fibonacci level, as well as these moving averages, we've been having a rough time here, and you can kind of see that right here. More about the moving averages over here, but around here you can also see the Fibonacci levels causing us a little bit of trouble. So if you guys are more bullish on Bitcoin, right now is the opportunity for you guys to buy it, and you're going to be hoping that we swing up here, where we take this day, we breathe a little bit, maybe close somewhere around here, and then tomorrow we kind of ride back up. So there's an opportunity, I would say maybe about a 1 in 5 chance we actually do this move here. I think there's like a 4 out of 5 chance we end up breaking down and then consolidating before testing out, popping back up, and then maybe coming back down a little bit later. Don't worry about the timeline on those things, but that's what I can see more likely happening here. But I have been wrong before as we are at this support level, so we may see a little bit of a bounce here. And if you guys did want to take that play, I would probably give yourself a 2 to 3% stop loss, where you might be selling somewhere around here at this low over here, about what, 39,000 basically, and right now we're at 39,900. So not giving up too much money there if the play does not work out. Okay, but that's about it as far as Bitcoin's concerned. Now, as far as some of the stocks that we've been looking at, what is this? This is this is Meta. I was looking at a double top on this from a couple months ago. Let me go over here to YouTube breakouts daily. Actually, weekly. Let's go weekly. So let me just run down a few of these PMs right here. This one is actually not too much of a concern for me at the moment. This thing has been doing well. It actually finished up today. Phyllis Morris International is fine. LHX, fine. But what I actually want to go over here is to more of the tech side. So we got Apple right now. Apple broke out for one day, kept coming back down, unfortunately, because the entire market is coming back down. But we're getting pretty close to here where maybe by May or so, by the end of May, we should have a death cross here for Apple. This is not something I'm too worried about here. I don't really hold much Apple right now, but I think I would have support right now being somewhere around $137. Microsoft at the Fibonacci level, kind of holding on here. We're going to see what happens. This is having a death cross sometime in the next 2 weeks. This is going to be where you might start seeing tech pullback against the technicals here. Netflix, I almost bought this today. I almost bought this. We came right to the trend line. I was hoping for a breakdown, but we didn't see it. The last time we had a breakdown here was a monster move on Netflix's part. Anything else here? Tesla here. Tesla's real pullback level is all the way down here at 531. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to make it all the way back down there, but I can definitely see it happening. I hope we don't though. But if we take off the fib levels here, we might be just coming back down to 782 or so. If you guys saw my short, that's most likely it. And Tesla's going to have a death cross here producing as well. Now this had a split here. So the last time we really had a death cross in the weekly was all the way back over here, dude. 2019, so a while ago, definitely a long time ago. Anything else here? Nvidia? No, not really. I mean, Nvidia is a good long-term buying opportunity, but right now this thing is going to continue to get beat down hard. Avgo, anything there? No. Facebook? No. Nothing really there as well. Um, Oil is oil. That's something specific. ZOM is still a good play if you ask me. Even with the oil prices kind of going all over the place, I think the world is just bracing for something really bad to happen in Russia. Then oil prices will skyrocket after that. And of course, you do see parts of China still under lockdown, so you will see inflationary tendencies still staying high here. So even though we had a really bad month for inflation, but not nearly as bad as it could have been, you may actually see next month start to get a little bit worse as we do start to see China start to lock back down. If you guys haven't looked at the China story, go check it out sometime. It's pretty darn crazy how people are being locked inside their houses. But okay, here, back over there. One. There we go. All right. But for now, guys, we're just chilling on support. We're just chilling on support, nice and easy, nothing too crazy. We could even come all the way back up here to like 40,500 if we wanted to before making another move down here. We've tapped on it once. Sometimes it takes more than one hit to push us back down, and that's why you're probably going to see some people, not a lot, take a buying opportunity here to see if they can get a short-term trade-off. Short swing, I guess is a better way to say it. All right. Hey, Justin. Let's see. How we feel about Microsoft Death Cross? Yeah, over the next few months, I expect Microsoft to be down probably 10%, maybe less, 10% or more down from where it is now, unless something really changes as far as Microsoft. Tech companies are going to have supply chain issues until like 2023. It's going to be a while before they get everything back up and running, and I think that's going to hurt them as we head into this earnings week here, where if I can find a page, maybe I can find it. Hold on. Feels weird not being on the camera with you guys. Let's see if we can pull this up right here. April 10th, no, 14th. So let's go to next. There we go. Next Monday, here we go. There we go. 68 earnings, 74 earnings, 102 earnings, 84 earnings, 18 earnings. We're going to have a bunch of stuff to talk about as far as how the economy is doing after we see how their guidance is going to be. We'll see if they had a good quarter or a bad quarter. That's important. But more importantly, they're going to tell us during these earnings reports what do they think is going to happen during the next quarter. Are there going to be inflationary headwinds that they have to deal with? Or is the Russia stuff hurting them more than we expected? All that type of stuff, and we'll have a new opinion on how the world economy and in some parts the American economy is doing here, whether things may start to slide down a little bit faster or not. So again, this kind of goes into that same weird little niche. I don't know what you call it, but how I say Bitcoin is going to have a very, very volatile next week, or maybe even going into this week, pretty volatile. But we should have a next week is going to be very, very volatile for crypto, if you ask me. And I think part of that, which will make that even worse, is that earnings will be all over the place here over the next few days. Now, if we have good earnings for a good amount of these stocks, I think they may actually push Bitcoin up instead of it being as bearish. So let's see what happens there. But I could see Bitcoin, being a little bit too reliant on how the stock market is doing, and we've seen that in the past here. But let's hope it can kind of separate itself out, especially if for whatever reason the market isn't looking as hot. Let's see. Hey Glenn, what do I think about Sheeb? For me, I'm not in Sheeb anymore. I sold mine off a long time ago, back when it was hitting those crazy highs. Like this was months ago, because I bought it when Sheeb was boring. Right now, I mean, if I wanted to get into Sheeb, it would take them falling back down a considerable amount, personally. So we see SHIB right here. This is the daily, right? A whole bunch of stuff here. The only time I really bought SHIB was way, way back over here a long time ago. Because, where was it? Right here? Yeah. We were trading in this channel for such a long time after the crash that happened last year. I was like, you know what? I'll take some nibbles in here and I'll see what I can do. And I just told you guys I was gonna hold. I bought it in July, so over here, and I watched my price go down after I bought it. And I was like, you guys know, whatever. Let's just kind of hold it, hold it, hold it. And then all of a sudden, something happened. I don't even remember what it was. Some catalyst, and then boom, right? You know the 69,000 highs, right? Big big boom. I sold a lot of mine off here, 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 some up here, and the rest of it over here. And then there was a breakdown, and that's when I sold off the rest of my sheep here. So that breakdown was like way, I think it was like the last 5% because I was letting it ride here. But it was like something like right, if I can, yeah, right around here I sold it. Came back up to retest, got rejected like they always do. And then boom, you know, haven't really been trading it ever since. I would want to see this come back down here to either this level of support at, let's just call it the last four digits are 2041, or if it ever came back down here to 1541, I would really like to buy some sheep down there. But for now, I'm just kind of patiently waiting. And part of that is, of course, that you guys know I'm more bearish on Bitcoin. And so I'm hoping that I can get a lot of these coins at cheaper prices. Now, as far as long-term holding it, I probably wouldn't invest more than a few $100 into it. Mostly because I haven't really ever looked at what the utility of SHIB is. I just not has not been on my radar for that purpose. But you know, I would be it would be more of an altcoin season type of trade where I buy it low, I just chill on it for a while, and then whenever it pops, I sell to make some money. That's pretty much what I did down over here, right? Bought some, watched it go down, consolidated a little bit, then all of a sudden, boom, looking really nice and really nice. But that took a little bit of time of waiting. So you buy it over here, you know, kind of made about like over 1,000% profit. The average of my profits was like somewhere around here about 400, 500%. But still, it was a great opportunity, and I would like to buy this, but only if it gets back down here to like sub 2041 support levels. That's what I'd be looking to buy this back at. And not buy in bulk, nibble back into it, because I would expect it to continue coming down here over time. There we go. One. Is this? This is Bitcoin Binance. I guess I accidentally deleted something here. I want to see this white line on the minute chart. There we go. Well, kind of. So we can see how far we have to go. Hey, Hanako. Hope you're doing. Excuse me. Hope you're having a very, very good day. Sorry, guys. My nose is a little stuffy today, so I got the allergies now that the rain's coming back. If Bitcoin breaks down, how low do you think Doge will go? Oh, that's hard to say because right now Doge actually was staying pretty resilient today. If you take a look here at Dogecoin, 15-minute chart versus 50-minute chart, they look a lot different. So Doge has actually been showing some more strength here. I think if Bitcoin were taking a dump back down here to like to $37,000 or so, I think you could see Dogecoin maybe go back to between 13.5 cents to maybe 14 cents, and that's if it stays resilient. If it doesn't stay resilient, it may come all the way back down here to this support level of about like 12.5 cents. So this would have a larger down day or a minimal down day. So I'm not entirely sure exactly where, but I would say most likely around the 13 to 14 cent range. Well, let's say this 12.5 cents to 13.5 cents, I think, is a more realistic area of where you could see Dogecoin falling down to if Bitcoin did have a dump over the next few minutes here. Because, as much as we like Dogecoin, it still does have some big nasty moves when Bitcoin has some big nasty moves, right? But for right now, I mean, we just started this new candle an hour and 18 minutes ago. Nothing as really crazy has happened yet. We'll see if whales try to, snatch something up here. Let me see if I can go over to Twitter very fast. Twitter, whale trades. I think I need to start. I made a new account here, so I need to follow these people. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Longs liquidated 22 million, shorts 6.7 million. Over the last few minutes, though, we haven't really seen much action here from the whales. Before I do this here, crypto whales. I was going to follow some channels here. Sure. Not trade signals. Anything else here? No. Let's see. No. No. What the heck with all these things? Okay. Maybe typing crypto whales is not the best thing to be looking at here. But okay. Um, Thanks, Tony. What's it? Do you see the triple Q getting back down to 317 area? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Hold on. You said the 317? Yes. Most likely, this is a what daily chart? 2 to 3 weeks max for that to happen. Might be a good buying opportunity. In order for this to happen, though, what you're going to be banking on is a bad earnings season. That's really what you're going to be aiming for is a bad earnings season, and then the Federal Reserve also coming out and saying something, hawkish, like, "Hey, we're going to raise half a point this time, not a quarter of a point or something like that." But yeah, you could definitely see it coming back down here to the support level and the Fibonacci level of about $316, $317. Yeah, definitely. There we are. Elon buying Twitter makes me more bullish on Doge. I think for the long term, yeah, because I think what Elon will be able to do in the long run is kind of transform the way we see Twitter. I watch CNBC for like the majority of my day today to just kind of get a gist of what CNBC and Fox Business was thinking about this Elon buyout plan that he has for Twitter. And what I came to understand was a lot of people at CNBC really don't understand the potential that Twitter has here. All I heard, well, from part of the day for CNBC, most of the time I heard this was like either Elon's going to try to make it a free speech thing or something else like that. But I heard a lot of people saying he's going to turn it into like a right wing echo chamber type of talk. That's what they were talking about. And I was like, these people are like so short sighted. What I think Elon has, and what's his name actually talked on there as well. That guy that was at the Bitcoin conference. He's a very entertaining guy to watch. But how do I say this? I mean, down the road, Elon may try to use Twitter as a way to pay for, you know, to pay for services using cryptocurrencies by using the Lightning Network that everybody's been kind of hyping up since the Bitcoin conference, right? I think Twitter can go really big, really strong, and I think Elon can definitely take them there, especially if there's a private company. But he has to buy the company first, and I'm not really sure if he's going to have the if he's going to be the one that does end up buying it, right? If he buys it right now, I think it's at an extreme discount, but only because I know he would transform it into something. This current Twitter board would be horrible at trying to do anything like that. I don't really trust their CEO right now because Twitter doesn't really do anything. To me, Twitter is just kind of like arbitrary censorship without giving me another good product, right? So if there was a better product than Twitter out there, I would use it. But all of these other platforms so far have really not been as exciting, as good to use, and they're not as fluid, and they don't have as much servers and that type of stuff working for them to keep everything really smooth running, if you ask me. Uh, but yeah, I'm hoping he can get Twitter to sell to him. But from what I understand, the Saudi princes are kind of objecting to it, which is kind of weird. And then you also have, I think there's another company looking to outbid Elon for Twitter. But let me actually check that up here with a little bit of a Google search here. Bid for Twitter. Bid for Twitter. Elon Musk, after toying with Twitter, now wants it all. New York Times. Okay, that's not really trustworthy. Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter. Let's see. Let's see. No. 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 I heard that there was another company looking to buy in Twitter right now, so I'm gonna wait a couple days to see if there's a bid. I don't think the board is going to accept his offer. If I was Elon, I would ask that it be sent to the shareholders to vote on, because I think Elon's leadership is a lot better than the board's leadership, to be frank, right? And then afterwards, maybe I would buy some Twitter for a long term hold. But besides that, not really right now. See, hey, Credit, do I like tectonic crypto for the long term? I have no idea what tectonic crypto is. No idea at all. Tectonic crypto. Okay, I looked it up for somebody before. Uh, Lending and borrowing. Okay. Tectonic is a decentralized, non-custodial, algorithmic-based money market protocol that allows users to participate as liquidity suppliers or borrowers. Suppliers provide liquidity to the market and earn passive income, while borrowers are able to borrow liquidity in an over-centralized fashion or collateralized fashion. Okay. Hmm. Okay, if they can pull it off, yeah. I mean, I think this would be a good long-term hold. I probably said this last time somebody asked me to search this up here. I could see this being a good long-term hold, but it probably would only be putting in about a max of like $500 here, and I would only be buying if Bitcoin did crash here over the next few weeks here. Central banks, Bitcoin isn't money. Central banks, Bitcoin isn't money. This piece of paper is. Let me give it a check here. What was that ticker at? Oh, geez, never mind, forget it. But yeah, I'd be buying it down the road here, not right now, as I'm more bearish on Bitcoin. But I can see it having a promising utility, which is why I'd be buying it for the long term. Hey, David. Yeah, Twitter is slowly dying. Twitter is slowly dying, but that's due to a bunch of factors. A large part of it is the fact that they are censoring in an arbitrary way. So what might happen here if Twitter is doing something more arbitrary? There's kind of two effects of that. And in this circumstance, we're seeing a bias favoring the left, right? Liberals. Um, Whatever you guys think about it, I think that's what's going on here at the moment. And what you're seeing is conservatives flat out just leave the platform, or more moderates who kind of don't like the way Twitter's been going just kind of leave the platform. Okay, fine. But then what else you're seeing happen is you're seeing less engagement on the platform. And by that I mean you may have a conservative who likes Twitter who might want to tweet, but they're afraid of being censored, so they're just saying, you know what, I'm just going to kind of stay here and watch. And if that conservative isn't tweeting, then all of his conservative friends, and maybe his more moderate friends, they're not engaging with each other. That leads to less engagement overall, and it kind of spreads and spreads and spreads. You have to have a community where everybody can have fun and kind of talk with each other, share experiences, and all that good stuff. But Twitter, the way it's designed right now, is kind of fueling the hateful side of civil. I don't even want to call it the hateful side of people. I don't even want to call it the bad side. Right? It promotes bad behavior. So if I go over here to explore, and I go to trending. Okay, there's Rihanna right here. That's some big news right there. That's well, this is what you might call toxic, but it's like actually like interesting news here. If you like follow Rihanna and Rocky, whatever the guy's name is, all those people. Like, so entertainment industry, but let's just narrow it down to entertainment. Cash for app right now. Right now it's very mild. Then we get to Elon Musk. Legacy is no idea what the heck that is. Five Guys. This is pretty good stuff, normal stuff, right? A lot of Elon stuff, but I don't see many problems here. Normally, when I look at this type of stuff, I see toxic stuff, and it's usually politics. And I think they need a way to get politics off of the trending page of Twitter. If they could remove politics from the trending side of Twitter, I think that'd be a good thing. People could talk about it all they want to. It could be in people's For You page section up here, right? All this type of stuff. Like right now, I'm Jack Miller. That's the guy who was on CNBC. Stephen Miller. Top aide like this. President Trump stuff. Adam Schiff here. That could be better used on the For You page, but the trending page should have less politics in it, because people are freaking crazy with politics today. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Plus, he is trying to get more people to use Doge, so he decided to go big on Twitter. Um, yeah, I think it'll help out Doge in the long term, and I think he has a plan for it. Um, it's not going to make me buy more Doge, since my average right now is like 0.0024 or something like that. But I could definitely see it helping Doge down the road, because if he does want to turn Twitter into more of a payment platform, he could definitely just say, hey, we're going to be paying with Doge, right? My only problem with there is I do want Doge to find a way to stop making coins and just have a set amount of coins and stop making new ones. I don't like when they keep on adding coins every single day or every single week or however they do it. I want them to just hurry up and get it over with and just have a set supply. I don't want to keep. I don't like supplies that keep on getting messed up or added to. Excuse me. Tectonic is a Kronos network coin. Turns out Prince of Saudi said sold 100% of his Twitter shares at 2019. Tweet shows he sold back in 2000. Oh, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe he wants to buy back in, because remember Vanguard bought back into Twitter today as well. So that's something that was very interesting to look at. Hold on one second here, guys. Yeah, that's what I find right here. Take a quick peek at all the other coins that we're watching right now. So daily. Oh, Jesus, yeah. You're seeing Ethereum right now. Ethereum is right above the 50-day moving average. Ethereum is ready to have a dump today. Let's hope we can actually bounce up and stay above it. But, yeah, Ethereum is ready for a dump, so be careful with that one. Doge, it's at resistance right now. It's at the 20-day moving average, so it might be coming back down here unless Bitcoin were to have a bounce, of course. Um, Matic, not much going on there. ADA, not much going on there. We don't have to actually use this line anymore. Um, that's old. I would probably actually. We don't need all this other technical analysis stuff here. That's fine. That's fine. And we can take off this one. Did that work? No. Did that work? No, not at well. Hmm. I'm missing something there, but that's fine. As far as AD is concerned, though, it's kind of in this kind of mosh pit where it broke out above, still came back down here, which wasn't too nice. Kind of being more controlled by crypto right now, or excuse me, Bitcoin. XRP had a really bad day a few days ago. Coming back up here slowly, 1.3%. This is kind of oversold compared to a lot of other stuff. That's why it's coming up a little bit. Luna already had its down day below the moving averages here. I could see Luna coming back down to about $75 over the next couple of days, so be careful of that, or even today. Sheeb's at the 20-day moving average. Be careful. You can see come all the way back down here to 2452 for like maybe a 5-6% loss. EOS here, no, fine. Ethereum Classic could have a move down to $33 today. Dot STMX sideways action here, nothing too crazy. Engine 50, not much has happened over the last few days for that one though. FTM, okay. So you're kind of seeing a mixed bag right now. There are some larger market cap coins that are major levels of support. Otherwise, you're seeing coins that like Link and maybe lower market cap ones, right? They're not really at any support or resistances here, at least from the technicals I have on my screen right now. A little bit right there, a little bit of support right over there, but not really right now. Elon, support, Sol, support. Ooh, Sol could have a nasty move back down here to like $89. That'd be a 20% loss though. That's a little bit too much right now. Maybe just back over here to like $95. XLM, yeah, okay. So it'll be an interesting day for crypto. Let's just say that. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here, but it looks a little bit more bearish than bullish here. But I really don't think we're going to have too much of a crazy move. I mean, I I would hope not, at least until next week, because that's when we have the earnings season coming on. That's when you can see a lot of money kind of flowing in and out of crypto, because people are kind of scared of what may happen during the earnings season here. But until that happens, choppy weather, but we're at support here. We are at a support level. Did you see Dogecoin devs were able to mint a NFT on the Dogecoin blockchain? This might be a catalyst in the future. That could be pretty interesting. I don't really own any NFTs, but I'd be interested to see if they're able to get more interest in Dogecoin by minting them and selling them or doing whatever they want to with them. Starting to DCA in Ethereum before the merger. Huh. I think a lot of people are interested to see how Ethereum turns out. I think I saw a headline somewhere saying Ethereum they postponed their new launch here again. I'm hoping they can get. I'm hoping they can just kind of launch it already. I don't like high gas fees, and I think by upgrading and improving their network here for pretty soon, you should see more movement in the micro cap coins here that are very high, very volatile, very high risk. And hey, Tuji, how's your mom doing? How's long term trend look like? Long term, I'm so bullish on Bitcoin. Long term, short term, medium term, I think we might be coming back down pretty hard here over the next couple weeks. Mom's doing fine. She just got back from dialysis a few minutes ago, and Me and Loki went to go say hello to her, and Loki got a treat from the neighbor. But overall, everything's going fine with mom. She's doing her physical therapy and all that good stuff. She was surprised because I got Loki de-shedded today, so he got brushed and everything like that, and then he got his nails trimmed, ears cleaned, stuff like that. But she asked like how much did it cost, and I told her it cost me basically $100 with the tip, and she was like, oh my gosh, and I was like, yep. He's not getting de-shedded for a while longer here. Um, but yeah, she's doing fine. She had a really good birthday a few days ago. Here, I can pull up one of my emails here that I sent myself, and then I'm gonna try to fix my webcam here very fast to see if it'll turn back on. I kind of messed up the wires, so before it was glitching, but right now since I'm live with you guys, I do see a blue light, so I think it may work here if I can run a test on it. But let me go over here to my email. Do 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 do. There you go. Yeah, right here. Um, she got some good old sushi. That plate cost $50. I do not know why fish is so expensive, but it's so good. I was fine. Sushi. We had tempura, but we had all the tempura. Some more sushi. My sister got something called the scorpion, which is pretty good. Me and my mom love eel, so we got a bunch of eel type sushi. And then we were able to bring her wheelchair in there, and then she got a free little ice cream thing, which was really nice. And so she had a really good fun time there as well. But yeah, she's doing really well right now. She's in a really good mood this week. Let's see right here. Hey, Bideford, good evening, good evening. And hey, Michael, I just feel like something is about to happen, especially more with Tesla accepting Doge from Model Y and the Cybertruck. Um, I think something will happen, but I don't think it's the catalyst that will make Dogecoin hit $1. If you understand where I'm coming from this, kind of like how Sheeb got put on Robinhood and a few other platforms, and you saw a nice spike, but it didn't go off on its own to do anything really parabolic. Like, and I'm talking about like really major changes for the price trajectory of the coin. So I'm thinking the similar thing is going to happen here with Dogecoin if we do have some type of big announcement. We may have a nice catalyst. We may pop 20, 30%. It may look really, really good, right? But I don't think that's enough for Dogecoin to get back up to $1. I think what's going to need to happen is Dogecoin continues to have good news. People continue to buy. Hopefully, they stop making new coins out there. So there's a set amount, and then after that, as time goes on and we get back into the altcoin season, whether that's on the next halving, which I hope not, or if we have another big run later on this year or next year, then you should start seeing larger moves for Dogecoin, where then you can expect it to hit like $1, maybe even higher than like $1.20 or something crazy like that, right? But for all the catalysts that we may have, right now I can only seeing it. I'm only looking at it in terms of like maybe a 20 to 30% pop if any big news does come out about Dogecoin. Down the road, I expect Dogecoin to be fine. But short term, I don't expect any big monster moves that would take us back up to like towards 80 cents, 90 cents, $1, or all time high type of stuff. Hey, but if I'm coming to Seattle for sushi, Seattle has amazing sushi. There's what's it called? There's oh, I forget what it's called. We went to Umi Sake House, but right next door is also Shiro Sushi, which is a really good one as well here. All right, let me go over here and let me do this. Fix this camera very fast. So let me see if I get rid of this. Yes. Okay. I see a blue light, but let me see if it actually puts my head back on it or not. I already got a new one coming tomorrow, but it'll be interesting to see if it actually gets here on time. Let's see. Add source. Hey, there I am. Okay. Here. Get over here. Smaller. There we are. Okay, I'm back. Uh, well, I'm not moving my table, my desk back up to the higher level, so I think we should be fine as long as I don't move this. The wire got messed up, so it's kind of in a picky spot right now. All right, but here, there we go. So pretty much right now, guys, we're on breakdown watch. It'll be fun to see if we do break down or we break out. Right now, it looks like the 50 moving average on the 50-minute chart is the thing stopping us at the moment here. We can leave the minute chart out of it for now, but I mean, we've been testing this for quite a bit of time. We had a bounce, testing them back off. I think they were trying to get some shorts to get out of their positions, but from what I understand, the shorts just doubled down and pushed them right back down here. So um, we'll see what happens here going forward. But yeah, I'm not too optimistic about Bitcoin having a major surge here over the next week or two. Hey Monica, do I see a double top on the daily for SPAT? Would you play something like this? SPAT, 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 SPAT. No. I don't know what this is. Is SPAT a stock? Maybe? No. Whatever data this is getting here, I would not do that. I do not see a double top here anywhere on this screen here. Maybe on the 15-minute or so, but I don't see much liquidity in this, and I see it's from BitGet here, so probably not. Unless I was hoping for more of a swing or something. Usually when you do something like this, you'd only be putting a few $100 into it max, like maybe $100 max. You'd be kind of waiting for a spike that would take you 22% up, and you just sell it there and just be done with the play and take that 20% run. But I don't see a double top here. Oh, is that what you said? A double bottom. No, I don't see a double bottom playing there at all. No, 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 no. Bitget's thing would probably be better here. There's a bottom here, where there's a chance for reversal if that's what you're talking about, but it's not. I wouldn't call it a double bottom here because there's no real neckline to kind of focus on. If Bitcoin were to pop back up, you might be able to see this go back up here to 37. Oh, excuse me, 0.037 cents, but that might be kind of picky there because I mean that would be a return of about 36%, and it goes all the way back up here 95%. But you got to be careful on that one. It looks like somebody's loading up on this, but you got to be careful with it all the same. Which one's it for here? There you go. And we also do have the GAN fan levels right here. We would hope to close above them, hopefully by Saturday, right? Hey, Tony, I've been nibbling more FTM-matic and Engine daily. Good, bad idea. Um, if you have the money to and be investing daily, go for it. If the longer term holds, definitely go for it, right? If you're doing more of a medium term trade, I'd probably scatter them out a little bit more. But if you have the capital to kind of buy a little bit in every single day, just go for it. Hold it for a long period of time, and you should be fine. More medium, short term, be careful. You might see a little bit more of a pullback, but if you're going to continue to buy them, then you're fine. Just keep on buying, lower that average, lower that average. So by the time everything runs in the future, you'll be fine and you'll be making great, great returns because down the road, a lot of the coins that we're looking at now, they're all going to reach new all-time highs. So when you're buying a coin, like let's say you're talking about Matic, right? Or let's just go FTM here. Let's see. If FTM just makes it back up to all-time highs, right? And this one hasn't had a major crash or anything like a lot of other coins have like gone back down over time, right? FTM, that's another 200% back from like you started to buy now. Even if it does come back down here to like 93 cents all the way back down here to 61 cents or something crazy like that, and keep on nibbling over time, it'll be great for you because this hasn't had a death cross yet. And if we're looking at the weekly chart here, Ethereum just had its death cross here. Just had its death cross. If I can take off the candles here, there you go. Just had its weekly death cross this week. Doge. Okay, Dogecoin is glitching on me. Maybe if I go back over here, there we go. Dogecoin already had its death cross over here, and you saw it's come down since. Matic on the weekly, close to having its death cross here. So you're seeing altcoins, ADA already had its death cross way over here, and since then it did have it move down. XRP, death cross right there, down a little bit. Luna hasn't had a death cross yet. Hasn't had a death cross yet. It's gonna have one fairly soon. Sheeb, no 50 moving average there. Death cross here for EOS, and you can see, boom, since then bad. Ethereum Classic, death cross here. Nothing bad has really happened here. In fact, it's actually gone up. Dot, death cross happened a few weeks ago, went up, breaking even now, but yeah. So you're seeing some death crosses. You're seeing some bad signs for a lot of the crypto coins here. But yeah, if you want to continue to buy them nibble by nibble, yeah, you can definitely go for it there. Alrighty. Pop that right back up there. But for now, guys, if you guys are looking to day trade, you're just hoping that we can actually break out above this 50 moving average here and try to go back up here to at least 40,200. Pull back and break out above this Fibonacci zone over here and retest the 200. That's what you're hoping for at least. There you go. All right. And let me. Solana? I can do it very quick here. Solana doesn't really have anything special going on with it right now. It's basically in a really bad spot here because it's at the 50-day moving average. And if Bitcoin does break down today, you'll see Solana take a big hit because every time we break down below moving averages, we tend to have longer candles. And this will be a longer candle here that'll most likely bring it back down towards $95 or so for about a 5 or 6% loss, depending on where you're holding it at. So be careful with it. If you're more optimistic about it, you can try to buy it for a short-term bounce from like $100 to like maybe $105 for a 5% gain. But be very, very careful about this because this one today is going to have a move one way or the other. Excuse me. Take a sip of water here. There we are. Okay. How do I feel about AT&T stock after finalizing their spinoff? I bought some $300 worth of shares into my long-term dividend portfolio after it went sub 20 range to DCA. How do I feel about AT&T stock? I think AT&T will be fine in the long run, and partly why is because they're getting all this money from the government after the infrastructure bill, so they're getting paid to do all of this infrastructure work, right? And then that means they get access to a bunch of new customers here, which will be fantastic for them. Not just only in the cell phone markets, they're also going to have them for the Wi-Fi markets, the broadband stuff, all that type of good stuff. They're going to have access to all those markets along with Visa and T-Mobile or something like that. So I'm still bullish on the long term prospects of AT&T. They will have a cap eventually, but for now they're doing fine. I don't really think people are going to be using the Direct TV type stuff anytime soon, but or AT&T TV type stuff. But I think AT&T is a good long term hold. Just like how I agree with Visa is a good long term hold. Mastercard, it's that same type of thing in my portfolio. And you did talk about dividends. Yeah, dividends are definitely a good sign of AT&T here. I wish more stocks had dividends, but not every stock is meant to be given those out. I guess you would say. Hey, Square Bagel. We talked about it a little bit, but I can talk about it again for you since you're a member here. Not really much has been going on with Doge here. It's been having a stronger day than most, but that's because if you look on the well, let me go back over here to the daily chart here. We were trying to test out the 20-day moving average. We managed to break out above it for a day of a what? What was this day? 2%. It had like a crazy spike up here or a crazy switch. But right now, it looks like we're getting rejected a little bit. Be careful of it. Next level of support for Doge is going to be kind of back down here about 13 cents or so. So be careful. If you're more excited about Dogecoin, you're going to be hoping that Bitcoin really bounces this week and next week. If not, Dogecoin will most likely be going back down to like 12.5 cents to 13.5 cents. So just be aware of that going forward. Long term prospects, still happy with Dogecoin. I'm just saying, we've already seen it come down this much since all time highs. We could definitely see it coming back down more before we have a nice surge down the road. So if you're looking to buy into this, still, it's what from all time highs, it's down 80%. You would want to slowly be buying into this for a period of time. And so whenever it does hit $1, you'd be making good money in that respect. But until then, nibble, nibble, nibble. Play around with the spikes if you want to. But remember, every time it kind of spikes, it usually has a drop off. Spike, drop off, spike, drop off, big move up, drop off, move up, drop off, move up, drop off, and so forth here, right? So careful with it right now, but long term, I'm still optimistic about Dogecoin. Short term technicals, though, It looks like it's getting rejected from the 20-day moving average here. On the 4 hour chart here, you just had a death cross. It looks okay here, but that 200 on the 4 hour chart, flashing red signal there. Be careful if we break down below that. That's the 15. And see if we can break above this 50 moving average on the 15-minute chart. That's the second chart there. Alrighty. Hmm. Okay. There we go, buddy. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, and if you guys want to, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it a lot. Okay. I'm glad I got that camera back working, though. But let's see if anything actually big happened today, because I don't think anything really big did happen here. Pour myself another cup of water. I'm dehydrated from work and talking all day, I guess you would say. Let's see. MetaPay. What is this? 254%. Oh, this has big pumps and dumps. Okay, that's not something. Oh, it just has a good name. It's a good name on their part. Okay. But let's see. Anything really popping off today? Kyber Network, Crystal V2, Audius, fine. Kava, fine. These look like more of day trading opportunities, though. Not really good swing trades here. Dogecoin. Oh, this now we're getting into like this. Dogecoin's up today compared to a lot of other stuff, I guess. Hex, Binance, Terra, yeah. KuCoin's down. Anything else down? Yeah. Not much optimism here for the markets at the moment, guys. I wish I could say better stuff. Same thing when I told you guys yesterday. I was like, I don't feel like I don't feel like we're gonna have a good week here. And then following day we kind of come down a little bit. Luna down 9%. Yowza. Okay. ApeCoin down 6%, 7%. Yeah. Okay. Fenviz. Anything crazy happening here in the markets? Not much. Wells Fargo. Yeah, Wells Fargo's in trouble though. Anything else? RSI. Oh, that's interesting. 721. They were smart. Okay. BGB still doing fine. For anybody selling it besides me and Monica here, it went up back up to test out, got rejected from it. We'll see how this turns out. I bought some more back down here, knowing I was going to have a little bit of a pump after that large whale was just kind of sitting there. Um, I'm going to be okay if this falls a little bit more, all the way back down here to like maybe 18% or so. But I want to buy more of this down there. This one's still been a good play for me in the long run. There we are. This up here. But let me see if I can find any more news about Twitter and Elon, because this has been pretty interesting to watch here. I was hoping for some news coming out of that board meeting, that like they had an emergency board meeting for Twitter. I was hoping to see that as well. Elon has been bumped up to purchase Twitter's largest shareholder. Vanguard Group, yeah, recently upped its stake. Yeah, I knew that. Let's see. No. Okay, I don't like. I don't care for all the like the whoosh, type of stuff. Meower. Oh geez, Count Gold Coin. No. Um, wait, there's not really much going on here. Okay. I hope to hear some breaking news about this though down the road though, because I really do want to see if he can buy it. I think Twitter would be better under Elon Musk from a whole business perspective, and Elon talked today during his TED talk a little bit about like society in general. I think society would benefit from his version of Tesla, yeah, his version of Twitter over the board's version of Twitter because of how arbitrary they have been over the past few years now. I guess it'll be interesting, but we'll have to wait and see, guys. Hey, bud, for the turn down. Oh, they did say no. Okay, that's okay. I'll have to look at that later on and read the story here. Well, let me just actually go over here and say Twitter. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Twitter. I don't like when it takes me directly to the website. There we go. Is Elon Musk a Republican? Oh Jesus. Uh, let's see. Past hour. Let's see. Hmm. I don't see any news on it yet. Probably right though. They I know they are going to turn them down if they haven't already though. But if they turned him down, I would really be enthusiastic about Elon Musk just buying 51% of the company. I know that would be expensive for him, but like fund it somehow. Buy 51% of the company, the majority of the voting share block, so to speak, and then he could just go ham on everybody at the board. It may be a little bit more messier than he might like it to be. It may take a little bit more time, but I think it'd be worth it if he just went kind of like, hey, I tried to play nice. I tried to give you guys more money than your stock was worth at the current time, right? And so you said no to me. So now we got to play hardball here. Get ready to rumble, so to speak. I really enjoy seeing Elon go hardball playing with these guys here, because if Twitter was a better product, they would have a higher share price, stock price, and a lot more people would have a positive reaction when you brought up Twitter. I don't think they have. The board doesn't really know what they're doing. The CEO so far hasn't been too successful, but he's only been the CEO since November, so he hasn't had too much time to really change stuff up. But from what he seems to be somebody that's in favor of highly censoring one political side over the other, which doesn't bode well, in the long run of long term of society, I guess you would say it. But I'm not really a philosophical type of guy. It's something it's going to be interesting to see. But we're finally getting up here to this 50 moving average on the 15-minute chart. This will be fun to see. We have another 4 minutes though. Hopefully we can have a nice little pop. Twitter guy already said no, wasn't enough money. Wait, was it a guy or was it the actual board coming out with an official board statement saying no? No, those are two different things here. Hold on. Twitter says no. Mm, yeah, I don't see any news on it yet. I guess I just have to wait a little bit more. I believe you guys, but I'm always verify, verify, verify. But that'll be interesting to see. I really want. I know they're probably not going to take the deal, but I would really like to see Elon play hardball with him. That'd make my day. That'd make my month. That'd be a really good thing to see. Hey, Jim Bob, thanks, man. I appreciate it a lot. What's right there? Okay. Oh gosh, my nose here. Um, let's see. I gotta get some nasal spray. I have some, but I don't know what I did with it. All right. Well, let me see over here. Anything more with Twitter as far as or Bitcoin is before I head off here for the day? Anything else I need to tell you guys about? No. We do have some support down here at 38,840. That'll be interesting to see what happens down there. Besides that, we have the next level of support is way down here at 37,350. Anything else there? No, not really. Coming down, consolidating a little bit more here. Yeah. We'll see how choppy this wants to get over the next few days here. I'm hoping we can kind of stay afloat for now. But again, we'll have to wait and see a little bit longer. Pop back up there. Yeah. There we are. Okay. That's why Crowley reported a couple hours ago. Saudi Prince alleviated from one of Twitter's live shows said the company should reject Elon Musk. Oh, yeah, okay. You're talking about him, yeah. I don't know how much pull they have in Twitter right now, though. It'll be interesting to see what they have, but that guy doesn't have the final decision. He's just kind of giving his opinion of what should be happening. Because all the board members have to vote on this, or if they say we're going to leave it up to the shareholders to vote, then it's going to be a shareholder vote. Which, well, they won't do that because Elon will just win overwhelmingly, like overwhelmingly support win that. He'll have people buying Tesla like crazy just to just to vote on this particular new management, new way they're going to be looking to go. Uh, but if I ever go over here to Twitter, not much has been going on. Siegel, Ned D has been selling his shares off, but that's about it. Elon Musk, his name isn't even on the insider trading list here, actually. Huh. Wonder why not. Katie Roberts selling off some here, selling off some here. Yeah, he's been selling off a bit for a while now, though. Selling, 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 selling. Yeah, smart guy though. Twitter has not been performing well in the market, or Twitter's management just sucks. That's pretty much the reason that all this is happening in the first place. All right, make a move up here though. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. No Twitter there. No Bitcoin here. Oh, funny thing, guys. I was going over Bitcoin, videos today, and I went to live. There seems to be less spam than normal, and I think part of that is that we've been reporting a little bit more here. I posted some videos about reporting spam, and you know there seems to be a little bit less spam videos on crypto. Now, this is a real video. Crypto Us is live. Into the Cryptos live. My channel's live. Will Bitcoin drop more live? Ark Invest. This is a spam one, of course. So, first thing. But so there's spam right here, of course. But this one might be real. Real spam. Real spam. 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 Real spam. Spam. So there's a lot of spam, but looks like it's getting pushed down a little bit more. So keep up the reporting of those spam channels. I think it is helping out crypto channels a little bit here. I do think it's helping them out. Twitter likes to hide important political stories from Democrat voters. Example being Hunter Biden, and not 15% of people who voted for Biden said they wouldn't have voted for him if they didn't know. Well, yeah, so it's always difficult when you talk about that Hunter Biden story because what happened here. What, how do you say this in a really weird, like a decent way to explain this? Um, the intelligence community gave an umbrella of cover to social media companies and news organizations because they all came together, all the ex diplomats and all the ex CIA officials, FBI officials, they all came together, remember, and said this. We don't have any proof of this. Again, we don't have any proof of this, but we believe this Hunter Biden story was made up by Russia because it has a lot of the same little nuggets of information that you would expect from a Russia disinformation campaign, right? And so because of that, it gave Twitter and Facebook the leeway to say, "Hey, let's censor this. Nobody has to know about this. Nobody has to know about this." CNN, MSNBC did the whole shebang bang. They all did it, right? Um, so they had in their sense permission to kind of censor everything, which is not good by any stretch of the imagination. But they had cover for it. Basically, what I'm saying. But I think people understood that they wouldn't have done that if the parties were reversed, right? If Trump had some really bad information coming out about him, and the intelligence community came out and said, "Hey, this is Russian disinformation," like that, they would have, of course, let it kind of go out into the world and be shared and everything like that, claiming free speech. We don't know if it's verified or not, but we believe in free speech. They would have reversed the situation, right? So I think that's what part of Twitter's problem is coming into effect right now, but I mean, Twitter's management has been so bad because they're being so arbitrary. If they were as harsh on the left and right, as harsh on the left as they were on the right, or kind of vice versa, they would have a much stronger user base. There'd be much more engagement. But they're gearing you to the most hateful stuff on Twitter because they want you to be engaging, which is one of the reasons that crypto is thriving so much on Twitter is because everybody is very passionate about crypto in a good way and a very bad way. Just like in politics, they're very passionate about politics in a good way and a bad way. So if there's a lot of emotion there and a lot of engagement, a lot of passion, it will get pumped up on Twitter for better or worse. For better or worse, it'll get pumped up on Twitter. There you go. Hey, Bradford. Yeah, and you're talking about Elon. Yeah, Elon did. I do wonder how much they own. I do wonder how much the Saudis own of Twitter right now. I know Vanguard's the biggest shareholder. Then next comes Elon, and I think Elon. Well, if Elon gets out of Twitter, the stock will probably have a horrible, horrible week, especially leading into this upcoming recession. As during recessions, there's less advertising as people have less money, so that means less income generating through their advertising space, which is right now about $3 to $4 billion a year. That's going to get cut drastically if people do not have the money available to start advertising for whatever. I don't actually know. If I go over here to Explore and I go to Elon Musk, uh, whoop, Elon Musk drop down a little bit here. Let's see. What's the first ad that I see? I don't even see ads on this. Uh, God, in a good system from a business standpoint, you would see loads of ads, just like Facebook. You see loads of ads, like every 1 to 3 posts, you see an ad. I'm looking for people that wanna post this. And here's the response by the Saudis saying, it doesn't come close to the intrinsic value. The market decides the value of Twitter, not intrinsic value. The market determines the value. Um, but for real, where is the freaking ads? Oh, I have ad blocker on. Once, let me see this. Maybe that's what's happening here. I think that's what's happening. Um, Here we go. Crypto trader text. This is another one. See, HBAR Foundation, Smart Contract Hackathon. So let's see right here. Slows down after that, doesn't it? It really does slow down after that. Yowza. Huh. Yeah. Is that promoted? No, that's not promoted. Yeah, huh. 5:31 Eastern Time. What? 2:31, I guess. It's a while ago, yeah. But we're still evaluating. Okay. All right. That'll be interesting to watch later on, though. Uh, for now, it'll be yeah. We'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens there. Hey, no worries, Tony. I appreciate you as well. But okay, everybody, I'm gonna call it a night here. I'm gonna have a shorter stream today, and I'll have a longer stream leading into Thursday and Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday here. Or what's today? Jesus, Thursday. I'll stream from like 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock tomorrow. I gotta get my nose situated out here. I know you guys. Oh, you guys might be able to tell, but my nose is a little off. But it's like really impacting the back of my throat for some reason. So I'm gonna like call it here tonight. Um, I will be live later on tonight if Bitcoin does end up crashing down below this level of support here. I will go back live. Hopefully by then my nose is all fixed up. But until then, I expect the Bitcoin to be choppy for the next few days at least. I expect us, if we do crash down, to go back down towards $37,000, 37,500, whatever, 37,000, $38,000. So just be aware of that, guys. We are kind of in this bearish point at the moment, but again, whales can change everything. So that's the point. That's if you're looking to be optimistic, that's what you'd be hoping for, is for the whales to help you out, guys. And hey, Bideford, I hope it's up to the shareholders. I do hope it's up to the shareholders for sure. And Vanguard more Twitter stock today. Exactly. That's gonna be really fun to see them go after it as well. But I don't think Vanguard's gonna buy it though. But I do have some contacts that used to work for Vanguard, so maybe I'll ask them. It'd be very interesting to see what they say about that. Um, let's see. Okay. But okay, everybody, have a good rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Pacific time, or probably let's say 7 p.m. Pacific time, one or the other. And then if we do have a crash today, I will be live again by